here they are in their new setup. They've moved out of our living room, thankfully, and now they're out in the garage. And what we ended up doing was this setup. We recycle everything here. This setup is actually, think of a big box store in the fall where they have wreaths hanging on pallets. So we laid it on its side. The wreaths used to hang right there. Put some sides on it, just some old scrap plywood that we had, and a feeder that we already had, and another little baby waterer that we had, and of course the heat lamp, again, now that they're out in the garage, and the stuffing. Made them a little bar to sit on this time, and voila, a new little home for the girls out inside the garage. We did lose one of our little blondes. Didn't make it. Not quite sure what the problem was. It didn't look like it was what we always call sticky butt or anything like that. No signs of obvious trauma. For this bunch, not that they were actual siblings, but it was definitely the runt of the 8 that we had. So we're down to 7, and that happens. We accept that sometimes not all of them make it, even though we try our best and we give them a nice little home. And as you can see, look at the feathers coming out on these girls. Look at that. They are going to be so cute. Right up there is Penguin, that nice light gray one. All of his gray fluff is now turning into gorgeous, gorgeous light gray feathers. Look at how cute he is. Oh, and this is the attention one. This is Hops. Hops earned his name, and he looks very similar to Penguin. Slight shade darker, no dark bands on his eyes. I keep calling them hims. They're all hers. But look how cute that bird is. Look how gorgeous that color is. Such a pretty, pretty bird, aren't you, Hops? And he does. He's already, last night was their first night out here in the new box. And he already made his way jumping up on top of the feeder. We have a board and a brick that we put on top of that just because I knew that they were going to be doing that. And he certainly lived up to his name, and it took him all of 5 minutes to start hopping up right up to the top edge there. We do have a net, a piece of fence that goes up here on top that we put over them at night, just because they'll figure out a way to do it, and they have. So we put that top on it when we're not out here with them. And like I said, of course, because now that we're out here in the garage, it's still drops very, very cold at night. That garage is not heated. So as a supplement, we do have, again, the heat lamp. We'd taken that off of them inside. They really didn't need it. And actually, when I came out this morning, they weren't even crowded under it out here. So they're doing fine as far as regulating their own temp, and especially with their new feathers coming in. They're doing just fine. And they can probably do without the lamp. But just kind of being the on the cautious side, I'd rather have the lamp on and them not need it than vice versa. We'll be hardening them off soon enough. The thought was to have them out here in the garage so we can get them a little bit more used to weather. So we'll have the doors open for them, when we're here, so they can get hardened off a little bit before we figure out what the heck we're going to do with them outside. Have not figured that out exactly where we're going to put them. We would love to put them with our existing flock of 8. Right, we've had flocks in the past that had a rooster, and they tended to be very, very a very, very defined hierarchy, where the top hens were actually pretty mean to some of the other lesser ranked hens. This group that we have now, the 8 hens that we have now, we don't have a rooster with them, And maybe this time it's just the breed, or maybe it's just the lack of the rooster. There's some some little nipping and fighting here and there, but it's nothing like we've had in the past. And then they all get along pretty well. Some of the girls get cranky on occasion and go on little tears, but nothing like the typical hierarchy that you find. Hence the term. Kind of the top hen in the pecking order. It just really doesn't affect the group that we have, and so we want to keep it that way. And I think if we introduce these girls too soon, that when they're too small to kind of stand up for themselves, I think that would be an issue. So we're trying to figure out a workaround for that. Haven't figured it out, but most of the time we kind of wing it anyway, and we figure out as we go. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a look at the new digs for the new little ladies, and just how much they're growing. They are absolutely growing leaps and bounds, and they are just so pretty. Look how cute those little birds are. Look at how cute that is. Oh, Penguin. Penguin's still pretty shy. Hops is not. Hops is definitely the outgoing one. But just such nice color on those birds. Oh, they're so pretty. Aren't you, little ladies? Huh. Okay. Well, that's it. Just wanted to show the new digs and show off just how cute they are. Look at how cute they are.